Okay, you guys are on my tripod. Haven't used my tripod in months. Okay, so I am currently busy making lunch, and you guys are skew. You guys. Okay, that's good. Right. Jump. Okay, so I had a whole plan of making lemon butter sauce hake medallions, or rather hake medallions in lemon butter sauce, just to figure out that I only had 2 of the ingredients out of the 8. So we're just gonna do like a general fry here. Please do not follow along. Please go on Pinterest and get the necessary ingredients for this beforehand and just follow that. That's always my advice. Please never follow any of my cooking videos, because they are very unstructured and unplanned, and just like today, ass backwards. I am making I'm going to be frying the medallions now, so I'm just quickly seasoning them. If you guys hear something in the background, it's MasterChef Australia. I'm watching it for motivational purposes. And I would never be able to go on MasterChef Australia because I just never have a plan. Okay, so I just lightly season with salt. I don't like to make it too salty. And then I have this fish spice by Catch-A-Lot, which is spelt interestingly enough. Almost finished. I tend to be very heavy-handed with this fish spice because it's really yummy. That's probably why in 2 months it didn't last very long. So you just generously coat each medallion, which isn't, these medallions aren't very big. And then I'm just gonna fry them till they're cooked in some oil. Oh, that one just broke. In some oil until they're cooked, and then you put them on a paper towel just to drain the remaining oil. Some advice: wait until the oil is popping, because then you can time your fry time to about 4 minutes on the side. Then it's not undercooked, it's not overcooked, it's not dry. It's just perfect. I am not a chef, all right? I have never aspired to be a chef. For me, it's just not eating junk food every day, and also just being an adult, you know. So I also going to be having some coffee. It's decaffeinated because I took some Turbovite and I'm having heart palpitations. Okay, let's get a mug. I saw this on one of the channels that I watch. Coco Peru's her name, and she does this thing where she tells you to make a good cup of tea, and I find it funny because it's something that's so easy and so basic, but she had like 20 steps, and round about like step 16 she looks at the cameraman and goes, fudge, what step are we at? And I don't know how she did it, but she went from what takes me about 3 steps to do, she stretched it out to like 20 steps, and that always kills me. So make coffee. Step 1, 1 high spoon of decaffeinated dehydrated coffee. I'm not sponsored by Pick and Pay. Drop me a DM if you want to sponsor me. And then I usually have half a spoon of sugar to 1 spoon, depending on how sweet I'm feeling. I put in half a teaspoon today. And lastly, cold milk. I am able to vlog in the kitchen today because Agnes is not here. Dad is on campus, Mom is in Pretoria, Daisy is asleep. So I'm in the kitchen and I'm just able to talk to you guys. Okay, so we've made the coffee. Let's flip over to, I'm not going to show you guys the pan because I have been cooking since this morning and the stove is a war zone. So we just, I like the decaffeinated coffee because I do take the TurboVite Focus, as I've mentioned, and it gives me heart palpitations. So I like to have coffee, but the decaffeinated, so that I don't end up having a heart attack. Today has been very productive. I'm always proud when did some Justine admin, answered a couple of emails, checked out my 3 other personal emails. I have to study this afternoon, and tomorrow I am going to the hairdresser. My hair is, let me show you guys. Okay, for those of you who are freaking out, I'm going to show you my hair and then I'm going to show you that I wash my hair. Check how long my hair is. Okay, so I'm going to cut it up to there and I'm going to color it. I'm going to do ombre highlights, and then I'll show you guys what the product end result is. Okay, so now, yes, showed you guys my hair. Now I'm going to wash my hands. Everybody please calm down. Okay, see, sink. Step 1, sunlight liquid. My mom watched a cooking video the other day by a South African actress, and while this girl was filming her mother making food, the mother was playing with her face and her hair, and mom got very skeeved out. So that's for everyone, especially my mom. Okay, so let's get to frying. If you guys want really easy recipes to follow, go onto Pinterest. What I like about Pinterest is it caters to the more professional, I'm gonna die today, more professional chefs out there, and also to those of us who very much conform to the cooking for dummies way of life, which is my frame of reference. Why is that still cooking? Holy balls. Okay, all right. There is a lot going on right now, but in spirit of changing things up, that's just how I'm going to do it. Okay, so the oven with my sweet potato disc just rinsed off. So what I do now is I take out the pan and I flip them over so that the other side can also cook. Okay, simple enough. Back into the oven and put that in for another 15 minutes. Okay, so now we just wait for the fish to fry. Other thing that one suggestion that I want to make is when you guys are frying in oil, get paper towels, because then you can drain the excess oil off of your fish and the sweet potatoes that I'm making now. Just a little bit of a cooking hack. And what I do is I use what do you call it, like plastic little cutting boards, and I place one to two paper towel on it, and then you can drain. That's enough. That's sufficient. Okay. Make sure that your plastic cutting board or plate, whatever it is you're using, isn't dirty. If you use the one cutting board for fish, don't use it for something else. And if you want your stuff to taste like fish besides the fish, no. Okay, let's turn this down to about a 5. Ooh, that one's pretty. That one's pretty. Okay. If you are new to this channel, welcome to my cooking show. I will lovingly dub it Bipolar Kitchen. This is just so chaotic. Okay, so the goal with these hake medallions is just to give it nice color. Another tip is to, when you cook, wear an apron. Luckily, I'm wearing a hoodie that's like 5 years old. So I made the mistake the other day of wearing a new hoodie that I got for my birthday. It's got the Friends logo on it, and let's just say I only realized 15 minutes into the cook that I should maybe wear an apron because it's brand new. So hey guys, can you believe we are officially in May? It's the first Monday in May, it's the 3rd. This is the first day, one of the first days that I am actually alone at home. So it's easier for me to talk to you guys, because I hate vlogging when my dad's here. And Mom is in Pretoria on campus. Dad's on campus, and Agnes isn't here, so it's just me and Daisy. Daisy, you want to come say hi? What? I don't like when she annoys me, so I want to throw something at her. Hey! Who ignored me? Sorry, I want to see if there's something I can throw at her that isn't... Daisy! Hey! 2 years old and the sass meter is a bit high, okay? You want to come say hi? She's angry with me for some reason. No idea why. Okay, so just fried the fish. My sweet potatoes will have another 10-15 minutes. And I made egg fried rice yesterday. It was, the cauliflower was actually supposed to be the hero, but it was such a small cauliflower. It was small and it was hard, so making it the hero was not easy. And if I'm being real with you guys, it got a little bit lost. Let's check on the... Yeah, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, I used a little bit of salt, some sugar, and some cinnamon. After I had them cooking on the stove to soften, I realized that I actually wanted to make sweet potato fries, but that is a process that you need to follow step by step. You can't just wing it. So if I look at it, sweet potato discs, mush, crumbles, but I'm gonna eat it because I love sweet potatoes. I usually buy the sweet potato fries or chips from my local Pick and Pay or Spar or Checkers, and then you just put it in the oven for however long. It's usually about 20 minutes, 20 minutes max, yeah. And I season it with mixed herbs, oregano, salt and pepper, and then I'm just good to go. And I also don't use an extreme amount of oil, and that's always awesome. I want to get Daisy's attention. I'm throwing a ladle at her. That worked. Okay, stand by. Step by step way. Okay, so I'm actually finished cooking. Now what lies ahead is the cleaning of the kitchen. I'm not going to embarrass my mother by showing you what I've done to the kitchen. I always start off with the best intentions of clean as you go, and then as things start to fall apart in the kitchen, it's clean after you've made a mess. So all right, I'm going to turn off the oven and turn down the time, and I'm going to take these out, and then I'm going to drain them on 2 paper towels. And always remember your oven mitts. That's an emergency. That's an ER visit that I refuse to repeat. Make sure that everything's turned off so that the house doesn't burn down or explode. Okay, we're good to go. And that's just gonna cool down, then I'm gonna drain it, and then I have to clean the kitchen. So I'm also going to be making a lemon butter sauce, but I am going to be waiting for Dad to come home so that I can just make that. That's not going to take a lot of time, but I didn't really spend a lot of time cooking or frying. I only used about 2-3 minutes to fry, so they are a little undercooked. But what I'm going to do is cook them in the lemon butter sauce, have it just penetrate into the medallions, and then make sure that they're cooked through. So this is maybe a process that can lose 5 to 6 steps, but because this wasn't planned, let me explain to you. This morning when I was washing the dishes, I asked Dad what he wanted. He said he wanted fish, and then after Dad had left, I went into Pinterest and I realized I want to cook or make lemon butter sauce hake medallions. And I have garlic, I have fish spice, I have butter, and I need like 5 or 6 other ingredients. I need lemon juice, and I need fresh cream. So oh wow, that's just 2 ingredients. So yeah, I'm actually done. So if Dad isn't keen on the lemon butter sauce, then I guess this is finished. But if he is keen on the lemon butter sauce, crud, now I'm thinking. Okay, there's a plan. There's a plan that's now just coming together in my brain. I really, really do love it when the ADHD. Okay, I'm just gonna let these fry lightly, because as I'm standing here, I'm realizing that Dad might not want the lemon butter sauce, or he usually wants the heavier meals to be had for dinner. So that might only be happening tonight. So we're just gonna let these lightly fry and just cook through. And then while that's happening and my sweet potatoes are busy cooling down, I'm also just going to cover those so that they aren't, the flies don't come and find them. And while that's happening, I'm going to be washing the dishes. So let me just check where the battery life is. Take you guys, okay, I'm just going to carry you guys over to the, oh, but then you guys are going to be able to see the stove. Okay, let me just move stuff around. I honestly don't understand how in the span of 2 hours I can turn the kitchen into Armageddon. It's Monday, but I would actually love if this was some red wine. But let me just concentrate on tiny things. Okay, guys are quickly gonna move, so don't freak out. Woo, 15%. Okay. All right. What I've come to realize, what I like about my oh crud! I don't want you guys to see the. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay. I always tell people that I'm going to. Let's see if this is on. Sorry. No. That I'm going to have the tripod set. You guys are going to not move around as much, and then I realize the videos that I love watching on YouTube are not, you know, always stable. They're constantly moving around, and they maybe make it a little better by cutting and pasting so it doesn't. Guys, please let me be me. Just let me fly. Okay, so that's frying. Sweet potato is cooling down. Going to put away everything because you're gonna wash the dishes. And as that's going on, I'm going to talk to you guys about what to expect on here. A lot of time, because I don't vlog, it's because I get into my head and I'm just constantly thinking about what it is you guys want to watch, and then I pretty much just, you know, lose sight of what this channel started off as, and why I started this channel. And no offense to you guys, but I started this channel because it's cathartic, and I love talking to people, and I love sort of pretending that like I'm a lecturer and I'm teaching you guys something that you don't know. And I am teaching you guys something you don't necessarily know or you are familiar with. And that's also just the main theme of this channel. And it's pretty much what my day-to-day life is like as someone who has bipolar. And the kind of bipolar that I have, you're also going to really notice that it's going to be a general theme here, is I'm more often than not, I'm very chaotic. And like today, my ADHD medication isn't working anymore. At this point, I think it's gone into the placebo realm. And the first available appointment with my doctor is only in July, because I went to Pretoria for 2 weeks, and in that time I was supposed to see my psychiatrist, so I cancelled that appointment. So in hindsight, really crap idea. I shouldn't have done it, but it was also something that I had to do, because sometimes a change of scenery is what the psychiatrist or the psychologist also suggest. My parents are going to Mossel Bay in the middle of this month, so the 15th to the 20th, and I am considering going with, but I asked them to please just give me time because I haven't decided yet. Because depending on how far I am with my law assignment, that's really what's going to determine if I do go along. Okay, let me just quickly have some water. I want to show you guys, my mom is very, my mom has a very think outside the box personality in mind. So the water bottles that are in the fridge are actually old wine bottles, but it's like these wine bottles that have a lot of filigree detail on it. But I'm always very self-conscious of like showing that on here, because if someone watches me with, then it's gonna look like I'm drinking gin or straight up vodka from a wine bottle. So I'm not gonna show you guys that. Okay, so let's I need to wash this pot, check on my fish. Good. Just make sure that it's cooked through. Because it already has that nice brown on it, the goal here isn't to brown it further, it's just to cook through, because I have the desired effect on there. Okay, it might not be that bad. Okay, I'm just gonna, that's not too bad. Okay, let's pack away some of the things. I hate chaos, so whenever I've just cooked and I've made such a mess, I always have a little bit of anxiety, which I am currently having now, which is further exacerbated by the fact that I had turbo light. And so let's just try to breathe through that. I have a very relaxed attitude when it comes to cooking. I'm not trying to become world's best chef. This really just, the motivation behind me cooking for myself is I'm 35, I'm considered an adult, and about 2 years ago I was living off of junk food. And the time that we live in now, you really cannot be living off junk food alone. So yeah, that's the whole reason that I cook, is just to not die earlier than, sooner than I'm supposed to. And that's actually, let me tell you, that's interesting, because I am a bit of a fatalist, what do you call it, a nihilist, self-saboteur. So I always make this joke, and many people, especially in my family, don't find it funny. I always say that if I live till 60 and I die, then I'm okay with that. Also, one thing that when you are a woman, and I'm speaking for women, I don't know, I can't speak for men, when you reach your 30s, you really start to evaluate your life. And one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot is my legacy, and whether I want to have children or have one child. And I see my niece, who's in China, my brother's first child, how attached and how in love I am with her. And I realized that I would actually like to be a mother. Welcome. So, because I kept telling myself I am terrified, of passing on my toxic genes, and by toxic I mean like the fact that I have bipolar and anxiety and panic attacks and severe depression and yada yada yada, and I know what it's like to go through life having this hanging over your head and not being able to do day-to-day things, and it sucks. It really does. I do sort of water it down and play it off as, oh no, I have my bad days, I have my good days, but more often than none I'm okay. I don't have any issues, and that's a lie. Every day is difficult for me. I wake up in the morning and gauge what kind of mental state I'm in and what my day is going to be like. And lately, and I think especially because I haven't seen my psychiatrist in 6 months, which is it's not advised, it's ill-advised. My medication needs to be adjusted, I can feel it. And I've been having panic attacks, and last year November, end of November, beginning of December, I was taken off of my tranquilizers because I was doing okay. My panic attacks were fairly, the word is sparse. I wasn't having them as often. And what I love about my psychiatrist is she wants me to be on as little medication as possible. So at the moment I'm on tablet for ADHD, tablet for the manic episodes of my bipolar, a tablet for the manic and depression sides, and then I'm on 3-4 pills, 2 of which mostly cater to the manic episodes because I'm a manic depressive, but I lean more towards the manic. The depression is fairly under control. So when I go back to her, I'm going to speak to her, and obviously I follow her advice, and I'm going to ask her if I can go on a very, very sort of mild tranquilizer. It's probably going to be the Urbanol 5 milligrams, which to me really is a smartie, but it just keeps that part of my condition under control to an extent. Yes, okay, so I'm quickly just going to drain the sweet potato mush. You know what? I'm going to show you guys what it is. I am not ashamed. I am not Gordon Ramsay. I am not, what's that other fellow's name? I can't take you guys off because you are only at about 20% battery life. So y'all are going to have to stand there. Yeah, okay. So, adjust the sound. I don't have a lapel mic at the moment. My lapel mic is still with Tele. It's actually been with Tele for a while now. So, okay, let's get a new plastic cutting board, paper towels, cutting board. Okay, don't burn yourself, please be careful. Also, what I like to do is use a spatula. Okay, ooh, that takes the room. Use a spatula. Okay. This was such a big sweet potato, and if you look at what the result is, it's ridiculous. I'm actually thinking I should maybe. Okay, one thing at a time. Okay, we're just gonna get these off. I was thinking that maybe I would do this again, but I don't know how many of you taste your food as you cook. Obviously, you have to do that to make sure the seasoning is correct, you salted it enough and it's not bland. But then after all of that like picking, today's with contact sweet potatoes. My sous chef is down here, I don't know if you can see her. Do you want to come sit? I can't pick you up. There's my sushi. Say hi, Days. Okay, she's not going to look at the camera because at the moment she's looking at the spatula. Okay, so this is going to go into soapy water. I'm going to soak that. That's going to cool down. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put a dish over it and just let it rest. We're also just keeping an eye on the fish. I have that cooking, simmering on a number 2 as we are busy with that. This is the thing, if you are going to multitask, which is something that I do a lot when I'm cooking, is make sure you don't have too many things going on at once. So my sweet potatoes are done, so I'm just focusing on the fish. So as that's, just cooking through, I'm going to be cleaning as I go. Life hack: clean up as you go, so that when you're done eating, then you can just sort of enjoy the lethargy that comes with eating. And because sweet potato is a very heavy starch carbohydrate, you need to just take into consideration that you are going to feel sort of there afterwards. Okay, so you want to keep your paper towels out because once you've finished up with your hake, it's in a tiny, I would say about a teaspoon worth of oil. You're going to want to drain that again. In my family, if there's too much oil present in the dish, people that haven't cooked tend to complain. And today is a day where I really don't feel like rolling my eyes. So I'm going to be keeping the butter, the mixed herbs, the fish spice. I'm going to keep that aside because that's going to be used for the lemon butter sauce. Throwing out excess water. Yes. Okay. Putting away oven mitts because we're officially finished with them. What else? That also. Yes. So, what to expect with my channel? Let me get a seat. Let's have a conversation. I'm just going to stay, I'm just going to be just right next to the fish. What to expect on my channel. Alright kids, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to put a certain title on my channel. I'm not going to make promises of my channel is going to be more structured. It's going to have sub channels. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to what I enjoy, right? This is a channel where I just want to talk to you guys about what I do daily. I will talk to you guys about my family, about my mental condition. I'm going to talk to you guys about whether I'm studying or not, what work is like, friends. Hey, let's really get this channel to exciting status by telling you guys about my love life. Don't get excited. It's not exciting yet. Yes, we're going to do a couple of cooking episodes where it'll be titled Cooking for Dummies. I'm going to do book reviews because I love reading. Oh, I have to tell you guys this. Okay, so I went grocery shopping on Saturday, and there is a guy that I think is round about my age who has a Jack Russell dog that I would guess he or she, for just to make this easier, she is about 10 years old plus, right? And as you can see here, Desi is a Jack Russell. So I drive past this guy about 2 or 3 times a week, and I literally start tearing up, and as I'm going to become more emotional as I talk about this. And this man is really looking after his dog. He's homeless, so he sits there, and there is a family member who I assume is a sister or an aunt or his wife, and she's standing at the robot with a cardboard poster, which I'm going to be honest with you guys, I haven't read, because it's easier for me to help someone who has a dog than to stop and help someone who is just a human. So Saturday, after I'd gone grocery shopping, drove past him, started crying, made a U-turn at the robot, went to the engine, bought 2 sandwiches and a bottle of water and gave it to him. Wanted to buy dog food, but that's not really as easy as buying dog food, because in this day and age, what I know about dogs from experience of my 3 dogs is you need to know what the dietary constraints are when it comes to each individual dog. So this Jack Russell dog is a senior citizen. I don't know if there are any allergies, because some dogs have liver issues, kidney issues, heart issues, and are allergic to maybe wheat, and that tends to be one of the ingredients in just generic dog food. And also it's a senior dog, so you can't buy pellets that you will buy for a puppy or a normal adult dog. Again, the word adult is used very loosely. Normal is used very loosely. So I was gonna buy 2 sandwiches, a bottle of water, and dog food. And then I realized senior dog, in Pick and Pay and Checkers and Spa, they sometimes sell senior dog food. But I don't know if this dog has teeth. So if it doesn't have teeth, how is it going to chew pellets? I don't like buying wet food. I will never buy someone at Robo wet food, because what are they going to refrigerate it in, right? Once you open up a can of dog food, you need to put it in the fridge. And that is also why I don't buy Daisy or any of my dogs wet food, because I don't want to put the dog food in the same fridge as the human food. And so, and I also tend to buy treats for Daisy that don't have to be refrigerated and have a longer shelf life. Okay, so let me just wash my hands again, because I did pick up Daisy, because my child has very bad FOMO. So she saw I was sitting on the chair, scrub the hands with the sponge, and she always just wants to sit on it and be like, okay, so you're sitting on the red chair, which you don't do. What are you doing? Okay, so hands washed. I'm doing this because I just have to check on the fish, which isn't burning, but also we don't want to push it too far. So I'm just going to turn you guys over there. Okay. So I didn't. The aim of me giving this guy food was because I wanted to give the dog food. And then at the end of the whole experience, I realized, because I don't know the background of the dog, and I'm not someone who is really comfortable speaking to strangers, so I wasn't going to just start a dialogue with this gentleman, giving him the 3rd degree and asking questions about his dog. Maybe just keep that in for 10 minutes. That's also another hack. Because I am not someone who really concentrates while I am cooking, I use the timer as well as my phone to just keep an eye on the food so that it doesn't burn. It really does help, makes it easier to be more lax. Kitchen is clean. Stove has not been cleaned because, as you can see, it's still being used. It's in use. So, and everything else that's standing out is going to be used for the lemon butter sauce. Yes, so that was something that I consider my good deed for the week. I always try to be more giving because I have so much, and I do not know what it is like to struggle. My dad and I were actually talking about this. We really don't know what it's like to struggle in this day and age. I am blessed in the sense that I have two parents who are still very much supporting me, but I am able to support myself, but not fully yet. So the whole, let me just wrap up the whole story about the homeless guy and his dog. The thing is, I really want to give this guy dog food, but I can't because vet food is so expensive. Daisy is on a diet of dog food that I get off of Take-A-Lot that I pay about 400 Rand for, and then it lasts about 8 months because Daisy doesn't eat a lot. She will try her luck with human food. I do spoil her in that sense, but I don't really feel bad because Daisy is a skinny Jack Russell. She's healthy, she's happy. It's a very different situation to what I had with Charlie and Wally's, where they were dachshunds. They were mixed breed dogs, and they had back issues, and they did gain weight, which wasn't my fault because they were very inactive and they also overate. Daisy, it's easy to keep Daisy skinny because she is very active and only eats about 3 pellets per meal. So 3 pellets for breakfast, 3 pellets for lunch, 3 pellets for dinner. I do give her an egg about twice a week with either her lunch or dinner, and so I know that she's getting that necessary protein in. In America, they're really rich people. They're rich YouTubers. I'm speaking about Julian and Jenna. They buy their 4 dogs. Farmer's Dog. It's a company in the States that caters to dogs, but they give them fresh ingredients. It's also in the UK. I honestly don't think it's in South Africa. Then they ask you about your dog, dietary constraints, allergies, breed, age, and according to the information that you supply, they send you fresh produce that's safe for your dog to eat. And I've heard only good things, and my goal is to get Daisy onto a diet like that, but at the moment I don't think it's available in SA, and I feel like what I'm giving Daisy is enough. I feed her carrots every now and then. She loves apple slices, certain berries. You go on Google and on Pinterest just to see what is safe for your dog. Don't just give your dog anything. Also, please don't give your dogs chicken bones because they splinter and they can sort of really hurt internal organs. Daisy, I'll give cow bones and lamb bones, but they don't agree with her, and then the cleanup is really not worth the kindness. All right, that's time. Once again, damn it. my cutting board in the sink. Now we're just gonna, we'll just put it on here. These must also be washed. Okay, so thank you for joining me for Cooking for Dummies, Chaos Kitchen, episode 1. Don't do anything that I did today. This is what people in the South call ass backwards cooking. Just made that up. But turn down the stove. Put all of your pots and pans into the sink to be washed. Don't burn yourself on hot oil. Okay, that's going to be resting. There are flies currently flying around. So just cover everything. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. That stove top is, oh, that's hot. Well done, well done. Okay, I just broke one of the medallions, but everything is covered. Okay, so yeah, and this is a video that was only supposed to take 30 minutes, and it's almost an hour in. Let's have some water. It's not gin and it's not vodka. It is Monday. I am behaving myself. My coffee is finished. I see my coffee is done. Still have heart palpitations. Daisy's in the kitchen with me. I have to clean up now, so I'm gonna sign off and say thank you so much for watching this video. I will not apologize for the fact that I have literally said absolutely nothing for an hour. Hey, because this was fun and this was different and this was just another interesting side to the whole the whole picture of who I am. I will not apologize for the chaos. I will not apologize for lack of makeup or really nerdy looking specs. Hey, it's an unapologetic vlog. I will be doing a book review. I've started a series by J.R. Ward, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about that. It's going to be a book review, but it's also going to be telling you guys exactly what is in the book, because I don't think I'm at the point where you guys are actually going out and actually reading the books that I read, because it's I mean, like 1 out of 5 of the genres that I read, you guys will maybe read. The other 4, you guys, 90% of you are just not going to enjoy it. Yeah, so I'm signing off. If you are new to my channel, welcome. 53 minutes is a lot to commit to. So if you made it 15 minutes in here, kudos. If you want to, no pressure, subscribe. Little bell icon, click on that for post notifications. And if you want to hit the like button if you enjoyed this chaos, or the dislike button. I'm not phased. I'm having a good mental health day. I am having heart palpitations, but I think it's because I'm speaking so fast and I'm not breathing. So I'm also lightheaded because no blood to the heart, no blood to the vital organs, and no blood to my cerebrum medulla oblongata, and it's also brainstem is maybe not as connected to the rest of me as it should be. Great, so I love you guys. I'm back. This is 2021. I am excited for this year because I have taken on challenges that I am surprised I've taken on, and I've also decided that I'm not going to be intimidated and bullied into changing the way I vlog. Yes, because if I get bogged down by details of production value, I don't upload, and I want to upload because I love to talk to you guys. I like to connect with you guys. If you want to leave a comment, please don't leave a negative comment because I will come for you. But if you want to DM me, my Instagram handle is Leanne Allison. It's all one word. It's LeeAnnAllison. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Leanne Heidemann, Lee-Ann, Heidemann, Heideman. You're welcome to do that. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on Snapchat. So if you want to, talk to me, YouTube is my primary platform, then Insta, and then Facebook. So love you guys. See you next time, which might be an hour from now. Bye.